They called me useless. Celeste Donovan, spoiled heiress, certified airhead, walking punchline of the Donovan conglomerate. I believed them right up until the night my world burned down. It was my 22nd birthday gala, gold chandeliers, 1,000 crystal flutes, every camera in the city. I was ready to announce my engagement to Tristan Cole, the only man I'd ever loved. Instead, he kissed my cousin Sabrina on stage and declared her his fiancée. Moments later, news broke that my mother had been arrested for fraud, a crime Sabrina's father orchestrated. My family's stock price crashed in real time. The guests applauded the spectacle. I ran outside, heels snapping, rain pounding, mascara carving black rivers on my cheeks. That's when a motorcycle stopped beside me. The rider lifted his visor, obsidian eyes, half smile, danger wrapped in leather. Rafelvis, underworld legend, CEO of Voss Holdings. Rumors said he'd been born in blood and built an empire from shadows. I muttered through shivers, I wish I could disappear and come back as someone else. He studied me like I was a map to treasure and asked, what if I could grant that wish? By dawn, I woke in a penthouse, silk sheets around bruised pride, tabloids screaming, heiress Celeste Donovan marries reclusive billionaire overnight. Everyone swore I'd be discarded in a week. Instead, Raphael wrapped a black card in my trembling hand. Lesanoni, he said. No one can ruin you without your permission. Now burn the past or be buried by it. I chose fire. While attorneys dismantled Tristan's company, Raphael taught me to shoot straight, talk numbers, read people like code. He never coddled, he refined. And the girl who used to beg for crumbs learned to taste power. Still, I needed a crown of my own. So I marched into the entertainment world the cruelest stage money could buy and founded Elysian Turdant. They expected me to flop. I turned viral indie films into blockbusters, misfit trainees into global idols, broken scripts into Oscar chatter. Every time a rival planted sabotage, I planted proof of its failure, then smiled for the cameras. The city began calling me Queen Celeste, half in fear, half in worship. Raphael just leaned in and whispered, I knew you were royalty the night you tried to outrun your tears. But destiny wasn't done. During an esports charity event, gunfire shattered the glass dome. A rival syndicate left Raphael in a coma. While I guarded him in the ICU, black-masked men drugged me, whisking me across seas to a place outsiders called the Independent State. There, truths hit harder than bullets. Donovan was never my birth surname. I was Celestini, eldest daughter of the Ni clan, one of 4 ruling families of that hidden nation. 10 years prior, they'd erased my memory to protect an oracle's prophecy. A rose will bloom beyond the wall, return with flame, and decide the state's fate. I didn't care about prophecies, only Raphael, still fighting on a hospital bed oceans away. But when I saw the jade pendant I'd worn since childhood resonating with the Ni ancestral crest, the fractured mirrors of my life slid into place. I trained in the clan's shadow arts, cracked encrypted bloodline ledgers, unearthed proof that Sabrina's father had conspired with a rogue Ni elder to steal Donovan assets. The council demanded I marry a puppet heir. I laughed, drew twin blades, and said, I'm already wed to the devil you fear. The coup exploded on snow-veiled cliffs overlooking the state's capital. Raphael, awake now, fury blazing, arrived in a gunmetal helicopter, leading Voss operatives and renegade Ni old guards who'd sworn loyalty to the true heir. Side by side, bullets and steel, we shattered the council's tyranny, burned the prophecy scroll, and opened the state's gates to the modern world. Back home, journalists called it the silent revolution. We called it Tuesday. On the skyscraper rooftop where we first met, Raphael erected a glass canopy so rain could never smear my mascara again. He handed me a ring forged from fragments of the jade pendant and said, for every life you live, I'll find you. I answered with a kiss that tasted of gunpowder and sunrise. Today, Donovan Tech funds global charities, Voss Holdings legitimizes ex-underworld networks, and the independent state trades silk for silicon with the outside world. Tristan, Sabrina, the traitorous Ni elder, all footnotes indicted, bankrupt, forgotten. They once called me useless. Now they call me Queen of Two Worlds. But to the man who saw worth in my ruins, I'll always be simply Celeste, the girl who chose to burn, rise, and love louder than fate. And if anyone asks whether a single betrayed heiress can rewrite her story, tell them mine. I disappeared for 5 years, came back with a kingdom, and built an empire on the ashes of every no ever thrown at me. Watch closely, my credits haven't rolled yet.